My esteemed viewers, my name remains Engineer Matthew Morege. I'm the lead engineer of Mattomo Homes and Properties, and today we'll be looking at the importance of having the right land documents. The importance. Now, once you get a land, those land comes with right documents. Those land comes with what we call document that you'll be using at every stage. Now, the first document you should have when you are paid for a land is called purchase receipts. There are four documents. There are four documents you have. Now, the first one you should have is called purchase receipt. Purchase receipt is the first receipt you are expected to have within the first 24 hours after paying for that land. Now, this is usually between you and the seller. Is expected to give you a purchase receipt after you have paid for a land. And usually, I advise my clients that when you are making payment for a land, let it be through electronic means. Let it be through bank to bank. Don't pay through cash, because when you pay through cash, there are times when there is no evidence to show that you paid this certain amount. The seller can decide to deny that you never paid it. So I advise my client, pay through electronic means. Let it be bank to bank transactions. Now, after getting this purchase receipt within the first 24 hours, the next thing you should go for is called a deed of assignment. The deed of assignment is the next thing you should get from the seller, and this is always prepared between it is a lawyer that prepares this, and it is signed between you and the seller, and there will be a third party that will sign standing as a witness. So this second one, the first one is the receipt that will be given to you by the seller, while the second one, landed document, is the one that will be prepared by the lawyer. Most lawyers that prepare this are good at this very one. You understand? They'll prepare it, and you just pay them a percentage of the amount of them what you actually bought the land with. Then the third one is called the survey plan. The survey plan. This is when you take a surveyor to the site. They carry out the surveying of that land. The survey plan is what we use to actually get what they call the fourth document you should get is called the certificate of occupants. The certificate of occupants. And this is usually offered or given by the state government. This is usually given by the state government or local government. Now, this is the final document you should have. Now, we have looked at the four important documents you should have when going for or when you have a landed property. The first one is called the purchase receipt. This is given to you by the seller. Within the first 24 hours or 48 hours, we are expected to have this. While within the first 7 days after paying for that land, within the first 7 days, look at it, I'm emphasizing it, or at most 14 days, you should be able to get your deed of assignment. Your deed of assignment. The next stage you should move to is called a survey plan. You call a surveyor. Now, this one is what they will use it to map out, to understand the boundaries of the land, so that you will not encroach into somebody's land. It will be captured, and it will show on the system that this land actually belongs to you. You bought it. It will be processed into the state government and their profile or their database that this land actually it has been occupied, or it has been paid for or owned by. Your name will be on the document. While the certificate of occupants, which I have just told you, the importance cannot be overemphasized, because these four documents is what you have, or is what you will use when going for building plan permits or approval. When you want your house, your proposed house or proposed 2-bedroom flat, or your proposed 3-bedroom flat, when you want an approval, when you want it to be approved, you will need these documents. This document is what they will use to process your building plan permits. Now, when you also going with it, you also go with what they call architectural drawing. architectural drawing. I think that is the fifth one. Yes, that is the fifth one. It's called architectural drawing. You will need an architectural drawing. Then you will need a structural drawing. A structural drawing. You understand? So these are the 6 things you will need when you want to get your building plan permit from the state government or from the local government. You will need these 6 documents. The first one you will need is purchase receipt. The second one you will need is deed of assignment. The third one you are going to need is called the survey plan, while the fourth one is called the certificate of occupants. The fifth document you will need is structural design, architectural design, while the sixth one is called the structural drawing or design. So these are important documents you should have before going for your building plan permit. And as soon as you get your building plan permit, that is when you can now mobilize to the site. That is when you can now say, okay, we need engineers that will handle the site. And in case you don't know how to go about this, you can reach across to us. We can help you to get the right landed documents, the architectural drawing, the structural drawing, and help you to also process your building plan permits. Because without your building plan permit, many a time when you're on site or we're on site, we see the state government or the local government authorities come with their task force, because they are always out there watching us for a new site that is about to be erected or a new structures. So you cannot escape them. They will come fully, they will begin to make demand for these things. So I normally advise my clients, my subscribers, my viewers, get this necessary documents and move to site and build with rest of mind, build with ease. Then in this same channel, we'll also be bringing to you various series on how to calculate the number of blocks and the materials, the cost, ties, when it comes to foundation to roofing, we'll be bringing them in this channel. So do well to subscribe to this channel and continue to reach out to us. And in case you don't know, my name still remains Engineer F.A. Matthew. I remain the lead engineer of Mattomo Homes and Property. Thanks for watching.